This lesson is on decision making, making decisions, and setting goals.
Even small decisions can have enormous impact on your life or those around you. Daniel, for example, agreed to take his younger brother to the nearby convenience store for some snacks. Because they were only driving around the corner, Daniel decided to call his girlfriend on his cell phone and became distracted as he made a left-hand turn into the store parking lot. An oncoming pickup truck slammed into Daniel's vehicle, leaving his brother with minor injuries. However, Daniel hit his head against the driver's side window, leaving him with a serious concussion. Because of this injury, Daniel is not allowed to play any type of contact sports such as football. This is particularly hard on Daniel since he was a defensive team captain. What Daniel thought was a minor decision has left him impaired for life. Being impaired in this case means having a condition that reduces his physical or mental function.
This lesson's essential question: how can you make positive decisions and achieve your goals? I'd like you to think about that as we go through this lesson.
I'd like you to think about how you make decisions.
We will prepare for this lesson by discussing the key questions of the student learning plan. What will you accomplish in this lesson? Apply the process for making personal decisions and setting goals. Why is this lesson important? During the course of your day, you make decisions, large and small. You make decisions on how to conduct yourself and the goals you have for yourself. Decision making and goal setting are two important life skills. Decision making skills help you make the best choices. Goal setting skills will help you take control of your life and give it purpose and direction. In this lesson, you'll focus on the skills you need to make good decisions and achieve your goals.
This week's learning objectives: describe the steps used to make decisions, identify guidelines used to evaluate choices, evaluate decisions for positive outcomes, describe the SMART goal setting system, analyze goals for potential success, define key words: assess, which is to evaluate or determine the value of something, attainable, achievable, able to be reached, decision making, the process of making a choice or finding a solution, goal setting, the process of working towards something you want to accomplish. I'd like to think about the process for making decisions. Why would we bother to make decisions or set goals? Decision making and goal setting are two important life skills. Decision making skills will help you make the best choices and find healthy solutions to problems. Goal setting skills will help you take control over your life and give it purpose and direction. People often think of goals as something academic or job related. The fact is, health related goals are also important. Goals that help you stay physically active and prevent injury will provide benefits throughout life. Moreover, people who set and achieve goals for their health feel better about themselves and about their lives. You can make better decisions by setting goals. You should understand that a decision is a process in itself. Decision making or problem solving is the process of making a choice or finding a solution. It involves a series of steps. If you follow these steps, you'll avoid snap decisions, one that does not take into account these steps, which may lead you to make bad choices. The first step in the decision-making or problem-solving process is to identify the problem. In this step, you'll recognize or define your decision or problem. What choice do you need to make? Can you state the problem clearly? The next step is to gather information. Look at facts and assumptions related to the decision or problem. Step 3 is to develop courses of action or solutions. After you've gathered information, you'll be in a better position to find a solution. There might even be more than one solution. In step 4, you'll analyze and compare courses of action. Look at all your solutions and alternatives. What are the pros and cons of each? In step 5, you'll make your decision and act. If you have followed the first 4 steps, you can feel confident that the decision you have made and the action you have taken have been correct. On the other hand, how are you to be sure of this? This is where the final step of the decision-making process comes in. Step 6 is to make a plan. Think about how you'll carry out your decision or solve your problem. How will you do it? When will you do it? What resources, if any, will you need? And step 7 is to implement the plan and assess the results. Implementing the plan means carrying out your decision or problem solution. After you have implemented your decision, you should assess or evaluate the results. Ask yourself the following questions. What was the outcome of my decision? Was it what I expected? How did my decision affect others? What did I learn? Would I make the same decision again? This brings us to our first question. Which skill will help you take control over your life and give it purpose and direction? Is it decision making, goal setting, idea sharing, or academic excellence? The answer is goal setting. Next question. If you have a decision to make or a problem to solve, which of the following should you do before comparing alternatives? Is it make a plan, develop solutions or courses of action, or outline how to carry out your decision? It is develop solutions or courses of action. Blank is the last step of the decision-making problem-solving process. Is it weighing your options, making your decisions and taking action, or implementing the plan? The answer is implementing the plan. Think about how to apply the decision-making process.
Next, we're going to complete exercise 1. What should Kendra do? In the cadet portfolio from the dashboard, we're going to select core curriculum. We're going to scroll down to decision making, making decisions and setting goals. And then we're going to select exercise 1. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to read this scenario, and then we're going to go through the decision-making problem-solving process. So the scenario is, Kendra must make a decision. What should she do? Kendra and Michelle have been friends for a long time. Recently, Michelle has been spending time with other students who skip class. Michelle has even boasted going with them once. Now she wants Kendra to join them too. Kendra doesn't want to lose Michelle's friendship, but she knows her parents trust her to obey school rules. So, we first identify the problem. What's the problem? We're going to put that here. Gather information. What facts or assumptions can we make? Develop a course of action. How can we solve the problem? Analyze and compare courses of action. Again, we came up with some solutions right here. We're going to analyze them and figure out which is the best one. Make a decision and select the course of action. Again, we're going to select that there. Make a plan. How are we going to implement it? How, when, what? Implement the plan and assess the results. Okay, put that here. Once you're done, mark is complete. Scroll back up to the top and select Save.
I'd like you to think about how you set goals. Goal setting is the process of working towards something you want to accomplish. Achieving a goal requires planning and effort, and it can give you a great sense of accomplishment and pride. Goals that you set for one area of your life often lead to achievement of goals in other areas. Goals help you use your time, energy, and other resources wisely. They can help you identify what you want out of life. There are 3 kinds of goals: short-term goals, intermediate goals, and those goals you want to reach over time, called long-term goals. Short-term and intermediate goals help you reach your long-term goals. Short-term goals are just that, goals that you want to achieve within the next year. Your short-term goals may include earning an overall A in your math class this year. It may be to reach the rank of Cadet Staff Sergeant in your JROTC class. Other short-term goals are stepping stones to long-term goals. Suppose, for example, your intermediate goal was to earn a track scholarship at one of the top schools in the United States. Your short-term goal might be to make the varsity team by the end of your freshman year. You may also want to eat healthier foods as part of your training to give you more energy. These are some steps for achieving short-term goals. Identify the goal and write it down. List the steps you'll need to take to reach the goal. Get help and support from others. Set up some checkpoints to evaluate your progress. Once the goal has been achieved, give yourself a reward. Intermediate goals are those things you want to achieve in 1 to 5 years. Suppose your long-term goal is to make the U.S. Olympic team. So far, you have achieved your short-term goal by making the varsity track team. Now, your intermediate goal is to earn a track scholarship at a college with a successful track program. Reaching goals may take several weeks, months, or even years to achieve. You may want to become a professional track athlete, or a basketball player, or go into the same business that one of your relatives started. These are long term goals. They will take time, planning, and dedication. Short term and intermediate goals will help you achieve long term goals. One example might be to get good grades in high school this year to start a pattern of preparation for acceptance to college later, where you can major in a degree that will allow you to start a career. For a basketball career, a short term goal might be to become the best overall player on your high school team this season, so that later you may be able to earn a college scholarship and eventually play professional basketball. Blank goals are ones that you want to achieve in 1 to 5 years. Is it short term, intermediate, or long term? The answer is intermediate goals. What will short term and intermediate goals help you achieve? Is it money, popularity, or long term goals? The answer is long term goals. A national poll taken in 2011 found that the majority of American students lack faith in their ability to reach their goals. Only a little over a third said that they believed they could find ways around obstacles to their goals. This may be due, in part, to students not having proper guides or tools to set goals effectively. Goal setting is important when it comes to reaching success. No matter if the objectives are in sports, school achievement, career planning, or personal life, setting goals too high can make you frustrated and can tempt you to give up. Set them too low, and you may never push yourself to reach your full potential. Ideally, you should set goals that are attainable. As a teen, learning how to manage time, set goals, and make plans is especially important for making critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Building skills in goal setting starts with adopting a plan or a system. One proven method is the SMART goal setting system, whose letters stand for specific. Identify a specific goal and write it down. Measurable. List the steps you will take to reach your goal. Attainable. Goals that are realistic. Results. Set up checkpoints to evaluate your progress. Within a set time frame, determine the time frame to achieve your goals. Although the SMART system was introduced in the business world in the 1980s, it continues to work well for students today. Let's look at an example of putting this all together. Kendra has set the following goals for herself. Her long-term goal is to earn a scholarship for college. Her intermediate goal is to improve study skills and grades. Her short-term goal is to get a B plus or an A on the next math test. Looking at Kendra's short-term goal, Kendra wants to get a B plus or an A on the next math test. That's specific, measurable. Kendra will spend less time with her friends and more time studying. Kendra will ask her math teacher for help and extra practice problems. Kendra will make a habit of checking her work. Attainable. Kendra is getting B's on her math test now. If she could do a little better, she could be an A student in math. Most of Kendra's errors are due to simple mistakes. If she can slow down and be more careful, she'll do better on tests. Results. Kendra will work on sets of practice problems until every answer is correct. Time frame. Kendra's next math test is in 1 month. Kendra has to get to work right now. Think about applying the SMART steps.
Next, we're going to complete exercise 2, SMART goals. In our cadet portfolio from the dashboard, we're going to select core curriculum. Again, we're going to scroll down to decision making, making decisions and setting goals. And then we're going to select exercise 2, SMART goals. Okay, we're going to read each of the scenarios and create a SMART plan for how each person can achieve his or her goal. Scenario 1. Pat is a fast runner and a hard worker. He has a part-time job after school. He wants to get on the school's varsity track team. So what specific goals can he set to get on the school's varsity track team? Are they measurable? Are they attainable? How will he know when he's achieved his results? Scenario 2. Tom is an easygoing person who doesn't take life too seriously. He'd like to have some spending money to go out with his friends, but he doesn't have a job. Help Tom identify a goal and how he can achieve it. Again, a specific goal, measurable. Is it attainable? How will he know when he's achieved his results? And what is his time frame? We're going to go through scenario 3, do the same thing, and scenario 4, and do the same thing. Once we are done, we're going to mark as complete, scroll back up to the top, and hit save.
The danger in setting your goals too low is that you may blank. Is it be tempted to give up on yourself, never reach your full potential, or become lazy? The answer is never reach your full potential. True or false? Tom is a very good student athlete. His goal of becoming a college athlete is attainable. True or false? The answer is true. An attainable goal is one that can be blank. Is it realistically reached, evaluated, or measured? The answer is realistically reached. The process of making a choice is called blank. Is it goal setting, choice choosing, or decision making? The answer is decision making. You evaluate or blank to determine the value of something. Is it analyze, criticize, or assess? The answer is assess. The process of working towards something you want to accomplish is called blank. Is it goal setting, accomplishment attaining, or decision making? The answer is goal setting. I'd like you to think about setting a long-term goal.
Next, we are going to complete exercise 3, My Goals. From our dashboard, we're going to select Core Curriculum. Once again, we're going to scroll down to Decision Making, Making Decisions and Setting Goals, and we're going to select exercise 3, My Goals. Okay. Directions. Review the section in your textbook on goal setting. Think carefully about the goals you want to achieve and create a plan to accomplish it. Use the SMART goal setting system. Goals should be specific, measurable, attainable goals with clear results within a set time frame. Be prepared to share your response with the class. So A, we're going to state a long-term goal. Identify one or more intermediate goals to reach that long-term goal, and develop 3 supporting short-term goals and dates to check on the progress for each one. So right here, we're going to put our long-term goal. Then we're going to put an intermediate goal. Then we're going to put short-term goals and progress dates. So you can leave this one blank. Our short-term goal, what our progress date is, another short-term goal, our progress date, another short-term goal, our progress date, and then any notes that you want to put. Once we're done, we're going to mark as complete, scroll back up to the top, and select Save. Now we're going to complete the Making Decisions and Setting Goals performance assessment task. Again, from our cadet portfolio dashboard, we're going to select Core Curriculum. Once again, scroll down to Decision Making, Making Decisions and Setting Goals. And then we're going to select the performance assessment task. Okay, for this performance assessment task, you'll write a summary of your plan for achieving your long-term goals. For this assessment, you will use exercise 3, which we just completed, My Goals, as an outline for your summary. Your summary should include descriptions of your long-term goal, intermediate and short-term goals, descriptions of how and when you measure the progress towards your short-term goals, and how you'll stay motivated to achieve your short-term goals. Again, if you feel more comfortable, you can do them in a Google Doc and paste it here. You can do it on a Word document and attach it there, or you can simply write your answer down here in this notes area. Okay, once you have completed You're going to select met, 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 met. Make sure you put the date in. Make sure you mark as complete. Scroll back up to the top and select Save.
This brings us back to our essential question. How can you make positive decisions and achieve your goals? I hope that we've helped answer that a little bit. In conclusion, making positive decisions and setting goals for yourself are two ways you can build a good life for yourself. Using the process described in this lesson will help you stay on track and keep you focused. Have a great week.